Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Broadcasting live worldwide.
Don't you see that your faith is coming alive? Don't you see that it's tested every time? He's the one that makes your life divine. He's the one that makes you feel fine. Your faith's being tested.
On June 16th, 2018, a show designed for you, the Daily Commuter, went live.
Well, folks, dreams do come true. This is Have Faith, Let It Begin, and this is our first episode.
A weekly show all about faith.
Every day, we're going to battle storms. We're going to face challenges. But we have to remember that we're not going to do it alone. We have to have faith.
A show with motivational topics.
As you go into work today, don't allow anyone to steal your joy. Lift your head up high and know that God is with you.
Inspirational stories and personal testimony set out to change the world.
My wife and I are expecting our first child. I'm going to be a father.
Welcome to Have Faith. Let it begin. Here's your host, Angel Santana.
Broadcasting live worldwide.
Hello, everyone, and yes, do not adjust your remote controls, do not adjust your volumes, and this is not a pre-recorded show. This is live, and this is Angel. Welcome to Have Faith, Let It Begin. Why did I say all that? Because it has been officially a week since this whole situation went down with me and my kidney stones and having surgery on Friday to having so much stuff happening to me. Talk about being in a storm and then coming out of a storm and then getting ripped back into a storm and then just feeling destroyed and shredded and just beaten down. So let's get to that. Let's get right into the episode today. Today's episode is called "Good Doctor, Bad Doctor." Quite honestly, I have never in my life have dealt with such a horrific lack of communication of doctors in my life. Let me give you the rundown since I'm feeling better and well enough to talk about it. And after today, we're done with the kidney stone stories. I'm moving on because I just can't. I have to move forward. And I'm sure all of you by now are like, oh my gosh, get on with the topic. So here's the whole rundown. So last Wednesday, I had some pain, and I had to call out. I was not feeling well. Thursday, the following Thursday, the next day, the pain got more intense. This was last week. And then Friday came, you know I was live, and I went to the location to get my surgery. The surgery did go very well, so I can't say nothing negative about that. On the way home from surgery, I started to get a very burning sensation, when I would use the restroom, to be very honest and be blunt. It was very painful. The doctor did not prescribe me a follow-up medication, only an antibiotic. So he didn't give me what I'm used to getting from my previous doctor that retired or any other surgery I ever had for kidney stone, which is a medication that allows that pain to kind of settle down as you go to the restroom more and more. Well, I tried to reach out to the doctor, and I got the on-call doctor with no problem. The on-call doctor immediately prescribed me the medication, and then also recommended me an over-the-counter medication that would help my symptoms. So I went and did that. By the time everything was done with that, the weekend was pretty much coming to an end. Unfortunately, the box of the over-the-counter medication said to only take it for 2 days if the pain continues, to seek out your physician. Well, Monday came on day 3, and I'm still in pain, and I reached out again to the doctor multiple times, and they told me that he would get back to me, or a nurse would get back to me, and that didn't happen. So now I'm going to fast forward right to the end because it's a long story, and I'm going to make it as short as possible. 14 phone calls it took. That's right, 14 phone calls, and I yet to have my answer. I finally got half of it, and then was prescribed a medication which ended up being something that I didn't need because it was countering the medication that he had me still on. So I bypassed that, and then eventually last night had to call back the on-call doctor, which, by the way, big shout out to him because the on-call doctor has been more helpful than my actual physician, and he got me back on track. And if it wasn't for him, I don't know what I would do. So the point of today's topic is good doctor, bad doctor. I don't understand, in my opinion, how any doctor would not allow one simple phone call to come through to follow up on a patient that has had surgery and is clearly in pain and has called multiple times. But I guess that's how some of these doctors work. I can honestly say I've never had this problem before. Any and all doctors I've dealt with in my past have either called me directly, or their direct nurse that I've spoken with have called me. I literally had to jump through hoops and speak through numerous amounts of people, of which half kept telling me they were not qualified to give me answers, but they would pass the notes. And then when I finally got a chance to speak to somebody, they told me that I never called for immediate assistance, and if I would have done that, I would have gotten help. And I'm thinking, yes, I did. I've called 14 times. So that's where I'm at today. And I was very, very upset. I was very angry yesterday. I'm not going to lie. I had a lot of anger. My wife, Rachel, she's been a saint. She has been just an angel. And today my daughter is with her uncle. I'm not allowed to go back to work until at least tomorrow. So I'm going to take the opportunity to finish this episode, and I'm going to rest for the rest of the day. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is, you can have a good doctor, you can have a bad doctor. You can experience so many different things with so many different people. But when you don't communicate with one another, when you don't talk to each other, when there is that lack of communication, it only frustrates others. It only puts people in a position to get defensive. It puts people in a very negative mindset. And no one should have to go through that. No one should have to feel the ramifications of that. So whatever happened to the days when people actually took the initiative to say, I'm going to take ownership. Somebody dropped the ball. Somebody didn't do this. Somebody didn't do that. When did it come to the point where doctors treated us like numbers? Because that's what I felt. I felt that they took my case, they got the job done, and I was no longer important. No one should have to feel that way. And it got me thinking about somebody that texted me the other day. Somebody reached out to me and said that they were in panic mode and they were feeling upset and miserable. No one should ever have to feel that way. When you have God on your side, folks, when you have the truth on your side, nothing, and I mean nothing and no one, can bring you down. Don't allow people to come into your life and make you feel that way. This show has evolved into this series, if you want to call it, or constant talk about how we need to rise above the hate and rise above all the negative stereotypes and all the negative things that are happening in the world. One of the things that I can't stress enough is how often I believe in all of us can change this world if we all do something good in the world. Whether that's performing one random act of kindness, whether that's staying true to who you are. Don't allow people to put you in that mindset to change who you are. But always remember where you came from. Always remember who you are. Always remember to communicate with people so that they too can understand where you're coming from. And that's all I got to say about that today. Thank you again for all your thoughts and prayers. Thank you again for your confidence in me. Thank you to all those that are constantly wishing for this show to keep going in the right path. I ask you to like this episode and like all the others, and to share us with everyone so that we can continue on delivering a message each and every day. Have faith. Let it begin. Thank you for listening to another episode of Have Faith, Let It Begin. That's right, Ariel. We're done with another show. And it's always great to have this show with you, my love. You know, we're going to encourage each and every person to listen to our show every single weekday. That's right, you and I are going to help change the world. Do you think that you can do that for me? Huh? Yeah, you know you can. She does. We want to let you know, and yes, we encourage you to listen to our show each and every weekday, and it's going to be live at 7:30. Make sure you're subscribed to our show. Make sure you get ready, fasten those seatbelts, because Ariel and I and my family are going to bring you a new topic, a new story each and every day, right? Isn't that right, Ariel? Yeah. And she's smiling at me. Guys, enjoy your day.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.